I, Dr. Harshita Singh, along with my co-host, Dr. Sachna, welcome you all to the Amity Online Media Meetup 2026. And today's theme is Empower, Engage, Excel, perfectly reflecting the spirit of growth, adaptability, and excellence that defines each of you. Right? So, can we have a huge round of applause for this event today? Thank you so much.
So, dear students, this is a time to empower yourself with knowledge, engage with ideas and people around you, and excel beyond expectations. Because growth doesn't happen in comfort zones, it happens when you participate, question, and push your limits. So, today is not just another event, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn, to connect, maybe even discover a version of yourself you didn't even think existed, because this is the moment. So let's make it count. And here is the exciting part. Empowerment doesn't begin someday in the future. It begins today, right here. Because post lunch, we don't just continue this event, we step into something even bigger, a job fair, where opportunities are not just discussed, but are experienced. So I ask you, and you have to answer with the loudest applause possible. Are you ready to take the first step? Are you ready to challenge yourself? And are you ready to empower, engage, and excel with Amity University Online? This is the excel you will do. Loudest excel possible. So can we have a huge round of applause? So students, before we formally begin, we all know that no event can truly begin without seeking divine blessings. To mark this auspicious beginning, we have a very special performance. So for that, I warmly invite our very talented student, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, to present a Ganesh Vandana for all of us. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. Ni sa re ma re ni sa re ma pa ni pa ma pa ni pa re ni sa re sa ni pa ma pa sa ni pa ni pa ma re ni sa. गणनायकाय गणदेवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणेतीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गान आन्ध्रात्मने गणोत्सुकाय गानमाताय गणोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदेवताय गुरुकुलस्थायने गुरुविक्रमाय गुरुप्रवराय गुरुवे गुणगुरुवे गुरु देते गल छत्रे गुरु धर्म सदाराध्याये गुरुपुत्र परित्राते गुरु पाखंड खंड खाय गीत साराय गीत तत्वाय गीत गोत्राय धीमहि गुण गुल्फाय गंधमाताय गोज प्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
Thank you, Rakesh, for such a beautiful and soulful presentation. It truly reminds us that every great journey begins with the right intention. So, students, before we move on to the next segment, I would like to request our dignitaries, respected Director Ma'am, Ms. Monica Agarwal, our Deputy Directors, Dr. Coral Barboza and Dr. Divya Bansal, and also Mr. Lalit from Univo team, and also Mr. Alok, Deputy Director Admissions, to join us on the stage. So I request everyone to please welcome our leadership with the loudest applause possible.
I now request our director ma'am and Lalit sir to kindly felicitate our learner for his beautiful performance for the day. Can we have a huge round of applause for your batchmate? He has given us such a beautiful performance, right?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rakesh. Wonderful performance. All right. So students, now as we move forward, it's time to hear from those visionaries who have guided us, inspired us, and stood by us at every step of our journey. And today, we are fortunate to have such guiding forces amongst us. We are privileged to have our esteemed director, ma'am, Ms. Monica Agarwal, with us today. She has been a guiding force for both students and faculty, fostering academic excellence and innovation. Under her leadership, Amity University Online continues to set new benchmarks in quality education and student success. I now request her to share her invaluable insights and enlighten our students with her gracious words. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. So it's wonderful to see such a vibrant mix of learners in the room today. I think there are students who are stepping into semester 2. How many of you? Great. And students in middle semesters, 3, 4 in undergraduate. Okay. And students approaching the finishing line, final semester. See, there's such a nice mix of students here. So therefore, there is very special energy in this room today because each of you has taken those important first steps, learned, adapted, and is now moving forward with great clarity and confidence. So first, let me say, well done, all of you. Now, getting through your first semester is not just about academics. It's about adjusting, balancing, and finding your rhythm. And each one of you has done it in your own way. And as you move into subsequent semesters, something important begins to shift. You are no longer just students attending classes and figuring out how you learn. You are now professionals in progress, gradually shaping who you will become. Now, before I go any further, let me quickly understand who all we have here, besides the semesters that we have spoken about. So how many of you feel you figured out how to study effectively after semester 1? How many of you felt that you figured out how to study in the online modality after semester 1? Oh, others are still figuring out? Do I take it for that? Yes or no? I want an answer. Have you figured out how to study online? Great. So that is honest, I think, and that is exactly where growth begins. So I will probably share a story here. There are 3 types of students, I think. The first one attends classes, submits every assignment, and focuses on marks. Are we in there? How many of you? How many of you? Good. So the second student is who does all of that, but also starts building skills and takes up projects, experiments, some certificate courses. How many of you? Okay, quite a few. And then there is a third student who again does all of this, but not only learns and builds, but also showcases capabilities. How many of you think you are there? Yeah, a few of you are also there. Now, here's something to think about. So opportunities don't go only to the smartest or even just the most hardworking. They go to the one who's skilled, who's ready, and who's visible. Because today's world is not just about looking for degrees. It is looking for individuals who are aware and evolving. So, and keeping this in mind, this time we have designed the mid-year meetup for you. Today is not just about academics and examinations. We all know that, right? We have already started the journey. We've cleared a semester. We've given the examinations. So today it is about what truly shapes your journey ahead. So we will talk about personality and communication because your ideas matter and the world should be able to hear from you clearly. We will understand the role of AI, right? Everybody talks about AI nowadays, so a very, very important skill to have. So it is not a shortcut, but it is a powerful tool to help you think, learn, and create better. We will also explore digital presence because today your profile often speaks before you do. And we will focus on something which is equally important, which is your mental well-being, because growth is meaningful only when it is sustainable. And all of this connects to what lies ahead after this first half, which is the job fair in the afternoon, which is not just an event. It is a platform to take your next leap. It is a gateway to possibilities. Now, as you step out of the campus today, after this meetup, I want you to carry this thought with you that when you walk to an opportunity, don't represent yourself merely as a student who's completing a degree. That journey you have already begun. Represent yourself as someone who has started building a story for yourself. Because your story, your effort, your skills, your presence is what truly sets you apart. And as you continue through your academic journey, keep this simple approach in mind. Learn, build, show, and sustain. So you learn with intent, build with curiosity, show with confidence, and sustain with balance. So you've already taken the first step by being here. Now it is about making the most of what comes next. So thank you for your energy, your presence, and your commitment. I wish you all a very meaningful, confident, and a truly rewarding journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm sure your words will continue to motivate our students towards excellence. I now request Mr. Lalit, Chief Financial Officer, Univo, to kindly address our learners with his benign thoughts. Can we have a round of applause for her?
So good morning, everyone. So how many of you are from MBA, MCA, BBA, and BCA? Others? So it's great to see that all of you are from diverse backgrounds or different programs. But I'll share my thoughts in terms of how your future is connected to each other, right? So I want to leave with you few thoughts of mine which might help you shape your career better and plan your career better. So today, world is changing and world is changing really fast. You know why? Because of technology. And what does technology mean? Monica ma'am, I think, touched upon that, the AI revolution which is happening in front of us. So today the companies are looking for people who just don't need or require only one skill. They need people who understand different areas. समझ में आ रहा है? Different areas का मतलब क्या है? Not just your core programs, but how do you know about the others? For example, if you are from technology background, how well you know businesses and how well you know that how your work is impacting business or creating value for the business. So that is important. Similarly, if you are from management background, how well you need technology. Are you afraid of technology, the management folks? You should not be afraid of technology, but you should learn the basics of technology and also understand how things are changing or evolving around you. That is very important. If you continue to learn different things, that will set you apart from the person sitting next to you. If you know more than that person or you have diversified skills, you will be able to stand out in a crowd of people. So that is very important. So, business needs technology, but technology needs people who understand businesses. So that becomes very important. So diversify your skills. That will help you stand you out from the crowd, right? Now, while this is about business and technology, but one skill which is very important to all of us is how well you communicate. Do you understand what do you mean by communication skills? Is it same as language skills? Yes, absolutely. It's not the same as language skills. One person might be understanding or knowing multiple languages, but the other might understand only one or two. That's perfectly all right. But it is how well you communicate, how articulate you are in terms of sharing your ideas. If you are able to clearly share your ideas, that will set you apart. So that is called communication and not just language skills. Now, so that was the second thought. The third thought that I want to leave with you is there's not always a right time to start. हम सोचते हैं ना कि right time आएगा तो start करेंगे. No, there's not always a right time to start. When is the right time to start? Yes, it is now. So you should start now building the cross-functional skills which I spoke about. Understanding technology or understanding business as the case might be. So right now is the right time to start. The last important thing that I want to leave you with is that your careers will not always be a straight path. कुछ लोग लकी होंगे जिनको एकदम जैसा उन्होंने चाहा अपनी लाइफ में जो अपना करियर चाहते हैं उनको मिलता चला जाएगा, but it will not always be a straight path. It will be full of changes. It will be full of challenges and most important, new opportunities. The last one is really important. Who will be able to shine? The person who continues to learn new things, adapt to new things, new ways of working, and move forward, right? So that is all the three messages that I thought I'll share with you. Best of luck for your future and have a bright future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivating words. Dear students, it's now my honor to introduce a visionary leader, a pioneer in digital education and a true inspiration, our Honorable Chairman, Sir, Shri Ajit Chauhanji. His relentless efforts have transformed online education and empowered learners across the nation. Now I request all our students to turn your attention towards the big screen for his inspiring video message.
Dear students, it is truly a privilege to stand before you today. Each of you represents something extraordinary, not just a learner on a journey, but a trailblazer who has chosen the path of growth, ambition, and transformation. You've made the bold decision to invest in yourself, and by being here, you've taken a powerful step toward a brighter future. You're stepping into a world evolving faster than ever before. AI is redefining work, technology is collapsing distances, and new industries are emerging every day. In this world, it's just not what you know, but how fast you adapt, how deeply you learn, and how boldly you think. And by choosing to pursue your education, you've already shown that you're not afraid of change. You're ready to lead it. You're not alone in this journey. You're part of something bigger, a global Amity community that believes in your potential, stands beside you, and celebrates your every milestone. From the moment you chose Amity, you became part of a family rooted in excellence, vision, and humanity. A family that spans borders, cultures, and disciplines, but is united by one purpose: to empower students like you to rise. At Amity, we just don't see students. We see future leaders. We see innovators, change makers, creators of businesses, builders of communities, and thinkers who will shape the world to come. You may not see it yet, but it's already within you. The strength, the clarity, the spark. What you're doing here is more than earning a degree. You are designing the next chapter of your life. When we started Amity Online, we didn't just envision a digital platform. We imagined a movement, one that would reach working professionals in remote towns, homemakers reigniting a dream, young entrepreneurs seeking global perspectives. And every day, I am humbled by how far that vision has come because of students like you. And I want to take a moment to recognize something important. Many of you are balancing jobs, families, and personal challenges, and still showing up to learn. That takes strength. That takes sacrifice. That takes incredible courage. Let no one ever underestimate the discipline it takes to succeed in an online program. You are doing something remarkable, and we see you, we respect you, and we are here to support you. This journey with Amity Online will challenge you. It will test your discipline, your focus, your ability to push beyond comfort. It will also reveal something far greater: your strength to rise, your will to persevere, and your capacity to become far more than you ever imagined. I still remember a conversation with one of our very first graduates, a single mother working night shifts, studying after her children fell asleep. She told me, this degree didn't just change my resume, it changed how I see myself. That is the power of education. That power lives in each of you. So today, I encourage you to dream bigger, challenge yourself, reach out to those around you. Learn not just for a certificate, but for wisdom, for perspective, and for impact. This moment, it is yours. Grow with it and use it to build something meaningful for yourself, your family, and for the world. At Amity Online, we believe education is not just about where you begin, but about how far you're willing to go. And I have no doubt that each of you is going to go very, very far. So welcome, not just to our campus, but to your future. We are so proud of you. We believe in you, and we are here with you every step of the way. My best wishes to all of you. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for always inspiring our learners with your motivating words. So learners, it's now my privilege to announce the launch of our institutional e-magazine named Connect. This moment holds special significance as we unveil it in the presence of our students, that means all of you, fostering a shared sense of pride and collective achievement with the Amity University online community. Allow me to briefly highlight the essence of this publication. Learners Connect is not merely a compilation of articles. It is a comprehensive reflection of our academic and institutional journey over the past few years. It encapsulates our key milestones, achievements, and the collaborative effort of our community that defines this ecosystem, the Amity University Online. So the e-magazine features insightful messages from our honorable chairperson, sir, and also our respected directors. It also features scholarly contributions from our dear learners, faculty members, and a detailed account of our institutional initiatives and accomplishment is also something that we feature always in our e-magazine. In essence, it actually serves as a testament to our commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and continuous growth. With this, I invite you all to witness the formal unveiling of Connect, our online magazine aligned with this year's theme, Responsible AI, Building Trust in an AI-driven world. So can we have the digital launch of e-magazine, please? You can scan the QR to download the e-magazine later on, right? So can we have a huge round of applause for all the contributors to this magazine? Great. Thank you so much. To do the honors of unveiling the physical copy of the e-magazine, I would now like to request our respected director, ma'am, Miss Monica Agarwal, and all the other dignitaries to kindly come forward. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all our editorial team of the magazine to join us on stage, please. Dr. Koral, Dr. Mona Chaudhary, Dr. Vinny Sharma, Dr. Soham Chaudhary, Dr. Rama Verma, Dr. Anurag, Dr. Sunil, and Miss Vaishnavi. Please give them a huge applause, learners, for their hard work and dedication that has brought this magazine to life today. Let's make this unveiling truly special. Keep your hands clapping as we do the physical launch of our e-magazine. Thank you so much, everyone. Great. Can we have the round of applause? Thank you. Thank you. So you can also download the e-magazine using the QR code, which is displayed everywhere in the venue, right?
Why are you moving? So students, you thought this is the only good news we have? We have another exciting milestone for all of you. The launch of Digital Kit designed to enhance your academic journey. So students, think of this kit as a personal roadmap for the journey you're about to begin. So this digital kit is not just a collection of information. It's a curated set of Instagram tags, social media creatives, and Facebook placards that you can proudly use to showcase your association with Amity University Online. It is designed for you to express your student journey, celebrate your milestones, and proudly represent yourself as part of Amity Online community. Whether it's uploading your social profiles, sharing achievements, or simply telling the world where you belong, this kit empowers you to do it with confidence and style. So, as you will be watching this video, don't just absorb. Start thinking, how can I use these resources to learn better, grow faster, and truly stand out? So, let's witness this proud moment together. So, requesting everyone to turn your attention to the big screen for the launch of Amity Online Digital Kit. All right, students. Now you have seen what this digital kit is all about. But how do you actually use it? This is the biggest question. So instead of telling you, we thought, why not show it to you? To make this thing even more exciting, I would like to request our dignitaries to please pose with this social digital kit, placards, and cutout and show it to our students how they can use it creatively. Can we have a huge round of applause for our dignitaries? This is how you will be showcasing your identity as Amity Online learner. And this is your chance to elevate your digital presence with this digital kit by Amity University Online. Let's cheer them on. This is very exciting. This is fun. This is interesting. This is impactful. This is how you can elevate your presence and show it to the world that you are part of Amity University Online. That's exactly the kind of creativity we want to see from all of you. Let's give a big round of applause to all our dignitaries for posing with such confidence. This was so interesting, right? So this is the first thing you will be doing once you go back. Are you with me on this? You will be doing this. You will be using this kit and posting it on Be Social, social media, and tag us. How it has helped you in elevating your digital presence. So once again, can we have a huge round of applause for the wonderful initiatives taken by Amity University Online. So students, as we move on to the next segment, for that, I would like to request our dignitaries, respected Director Ma'am, Ms. Monica Agarwal, and all other dignitaries to please proceed towards the front seat and continue to grace the occasion from there. So students, we all know that communication is the cornerstone of success in today's world. So in simple words, sometimes we say that you are looking beautiful. But if you really want to create an impact, how would you say it? It's a very simple example. You are looking very beautiful. This is a very nice compliment. This is good. But if you really want to create an impact, you use shero shairi. So can I have it? Can I share one with you? So you can say it with me. चौदहवीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम. Exactly. That is the power of expression. That is how you make anything unforgettable. So this session about power of expression will help you to understand how to articulate ideas with confidence and impact. Because no matter how brilliant your thoughts are, their true value is realized only when they are expressed effectively. So to explore this theme in depth, we now invite our esteemed speaker for the session, Ms. Loveleen Kaur. Can we have a huge round of applause for Ms. Loveleen Kaur?
Good morning. Audible enough? All right. Good morning, everybody. So before I start, I have a question and one instruction for all of you here. Question is, as soon as I came up on the stage, what impression did you have about me? Did I look confident? Did I look nervous, underprepared? What? I look confident. I think you guys didn't notice my gestures, or it's already inbuilt in me that I walk confidently now. All right. So the instruction here is that I want this session to be really interactive. That's how it is going to be fun. So let's make the most of this time. Now, why I asked this question was, if you noticed, my hands were crossed when I walked in on the stage. I was fumbling around with my fingers. I was looking down and I was nervous, and I was maybe playing around with my nose or trying to hide something, or maybe that I am nervous. So this is exactly what states the topic for today, which is the art and science of first impressions. This is what we are here to talk about. Before we proceed, I would like to give you all a brief introduction about myself. So my name is Loveleen Kaur. I am an image consultant and soft skills trainer and founder of the Image Craft, which is my very own brand. And I am also a personal stylist and a color analysis expert from London Image Institute. So yes, carrying a lot of responsibilities with me here, but proudly doing that. So here, let me start with another question. And before that, I want to ask all of you, do we know what are first impressions? Yes or no? Do we know about this concept? Could you please tell me what are first impressions? You could stand up. Anybody? Somebody said yes from here, right? All right, anybody else? What are first impressions? It's a very easy thing to discuss about. Perfect. Thank you for your answer. So yes, he spoke it in a very accurate way. First impressions are formed consciously or subconsciously by your brain as soon as you see a person. Whether you want to build a first impression or not, that is totally not up to you. So he said that maybe around 10 seconds it is taken for the first impressions to be formed. However, let me tell you here, it is not even 10 seconds. It is maximum 6 to 7 seconds that it takes for a person to form first impressions about someone. So be it in any role, any profession, a homemaker, a highly qualified people, a sports person, anybody, it's going to take only 6 to 7 seconds to form the first impression about that person. Again, have we heard this saying, first impressions are the? You all are wrong. First impressions are not the last impressions. First impressions are the lasting impressions. Why would I say that? Because you have the scope to correct those first impressions. However, the amount of time, energy, and efforts that will take to correct that the first impression, it's huge. So why not actually create that powerful impact on the first time itself? Moving ahead with this thing in our minds, I want to ask you all, what are your first impressions when we look at this man? Inputs, please, and loud enough. Pardon? Dressing sense, okay. Alcoholic, okay. Nice one, good vision. Anything else? Quick answers. Common man, okay. Yes. Developer, all right. Pardon? Body language, what? Nervous, not confident? Posture, yes. Cunning, all right. I'll take 2 more quick inputs and let's proceed ahead. Yes? Suspicious, all right. Of course, that's there, yes. So good observation again. Now, do we know who this man is? Does anybody know here? Anyone? There, yes? You don't have to Google. I saw you reading from your phone. All right. So I'll tell you the answer. He is Mr. Parag Agarwal, ex-CEO Twitter. What were your first impressions about him? Negative, bad, not at all impactful, right? This is what it is. No matter how technically skilled you are, what are your certification, degrees, everything. The first impression, if not created strong enough, this is what it will gather from the audience. My point is proved here, right? Properly. All right. Moving ahead. Here, if you see, he is the same man. However, if you want to go to someone for your work, a serious stuff, serious work, which version would you choose and why? Why? He is professionally dressed, formally dressed, yes. More inputs? Confident, yes. Anything else from this side? Looks more disciplined. Thank you for your answers. So yes, now you yourself are saying that you would rather prefer the right side version of the same man and not the left side, right? Reason being, his professionalism does not show in this side. He is way too casual. The body language is way too casual here. He cannot be taken seriously. So what I want to tell you here is, if you choose not to present yourself in the accurate way, the other person may also have the thought in him or her that ये अपना ध्यान नहीं रख सकता तो ये हमारा काम ढंग से कैसे करेगा, right? And trust me, that is how the human brain works. Now, if as a trainer, as an image consultant, I step in here in a casual t-shirt, sneakers, jeans, or some other casual pants, would you take me seriously as a trainer? Would you like to learn from me? Or would you relate to what I am actually here for? You won't, right? I see the nods here. Of course, because I will not look my part. So when we talk about appearance here, you have to dress for your roles and goals, and we'll be obviously talking about these pointers in a bit detail as well. Now, a few stats here. When we talk about the universities like Harvard University, Stanford University, these universities have done some thorough researches and surveys which prove that 80% of the jobs can be taken and you can excel in your professional life if you concentrate on your soft skills. Only 20% of the amount is about your degrees, your hard skills, your technical knowledge, and your certifications. All right? So it is not just about what you know, it is about how you are presenting it. So that includes your appearance, body language, and communication. Everything combined together, which creates the impact. Another stat, if you all can see here, it's by Coqual. So Coqual is an internationally identified and respected body. It is, maybe you can say, like a think tank for the industry, especially IT. It actually does a lot of researches, analysis around various professional fields. Now, what Coqual has to say is that if a person has strong executive presence in him or her, the chances of him or her exceeding to the leadership levels faster than the peers is by 26%. And these are all global surveys done by the very credible sources. Now, moving on, I just spoke about a word, executive presence. What does executive presence mainly consist of? The A, B, and C's of image consulting, which is appearance, behavior, body language, and communication. And communication is not just verbal, it's verbal and non-verbal both. And another fun fact, let me ask you all here. So if I am speaking about something, out of 100%, what do you think, how much is the constitution of verbal communication and how much is that of the non-verbal communication? Percentage-wise, out of 100%. Students from there as well, please. Out of 100%, how much is the contribution of verbal communication and how much is that for the non-verbal communication? Yes? 60-40, 60 being 60 verbal and 40 non-verbal, all right? Any more inputs? 50-50, 70-30, 70 being non-verbal, okay? Any more inputs here from there? Anybody would like to answer, and no phones, please. 80-20, 80 being? All right, yes, the last take we'll take from here. 30 being? All right. So I have pretty mixed bag of answers here. Trust me, you all will be surprised again. So there's this gentleman, Mr. Albert Mehrabian. As per his study and years of research he has done on, I don't know, hundreds of people, thousands of people maybe, the result has come out to be that only and only 7% is for that of verbal communication, and non-verbal communication consists of 93% of your content. So, my dear students, it is all about how you are presenting it and not just about what you are saying, not just about the content. And that is why here I want to reiterate on certain facts. As you can see, appearance, body language, and communication. Now, talking about appearance, what all is included in appearance is not just the styling or your clothing. It is about how well groomed you are, right from the top to bottom, how well kept you are, and how properly you are dressed up for your roles and goals. When I talk about roles and goals, like how I am here as a trainer, if I wear the same suit, maybe to a social setup, I would be awkward there, right? So I have to show up differently there. You here have come as students. I don't know if there was a dress code or not. So mostly I can see most of you are in semi-formals or formals, right? But you cannot come in a t-shirt and sports shoes and jeans. That is not acceptable. If you see your ideals, your mentors are sitting here, how are they dressed? They are prim and proper in their formals, be it the male faculty or the female faculty, right? So trust me, that adds on to their authority. Me wearing this color, this outfit here means something. It is an intentional choice for me to choose this color and choose what I am wearing and why I am wearing. It has a reason behind it. Okay, now coming to body language. Body language is a part of that 97%, which is the non-verbal communication. Now, most of us, if we are speaking or if we are giving certain presentations or speaking to our friends, do we maintain the eye contact or we look down? Do we cross our arms and speak, or our arms are freely showing? Our hands are freely showing. Most of us, I know, we cross our arms, we either look down, we fumble, and that's very normal. And that's what needs to be worked upon in order to create that confidence. Talking about communication, as I mentioned just a few minutes back, it's about both verbal and non-verbal communication. Now, moving ahead with this, do we recognize this actress here? Who? Yes, somebody gave the answer here. Could you be louder, please? Anne Hathaway, yes. Do we all know her? Do we all know this movie, where this movie snippets are taken from? Which one? Louder, yes, The Princess Diaries. Thank you so much. So if for those who haven't seen this movie, it is about a teenage school-going girl, a regular girl belonging to a very regular life, a middle-class life. And overnight, she gets to know that she is the heiress of a kingdom. Her grandmother was the queen. And now the grandmother wants her to take the charge and responsibilities of the kingdom hereon. Now, again, just to prove my point here and let you all know how important appearance and body language is. If we look at this girl, so this transition has happened in a matter of a few weeks, all right? If we look at this girl, do we think that she can rule a kingdom? Would anybody take her as their queen? No, right? Why? She's looking like a child, right? Anything else? The dressing, yes. Pardon? Immature, yes. What else? Innocent. Okay, that's a good part. Anything else? Looks like a? Okay. All right. So here, okay, I've gotten many inputs here. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these two pictures, the transition happened just in a matter of a few weeks. So of course, the age remained the same. Her experience remained the same. And she as a person remained the same. What changed was her grooming, which included her appearance, body language, and communication, of course. So here, through this picture, we can look at her appearance and body language. So when we see on the right side, now does she look like someone whom people can call her the queen? Does she look like that? Yes. Why? She's more groomed, confident. Her dressing is as per the queen, right? No more the joker looks, right? So now she looks like a credible person whom people can come up with their problems to, right? So this is the power of having that confident appearance and body language. If you notice here, she looks nervous. She doesn't look well put together. And on the right side, she looks very confident. Shoulders are back, right? So this is again a part of body language. Now coming to the non-verbals. As I mentioned earlier also, when we talk about non-verbals, there are 2-3 aspects to it, which we'll be discussing today in brief. We won't be going in a lot of details. So the first one is your posture, your stance. Apart from that, what do you think, what does body language constitute of? Apart from your posture. Anyone? Yes? Eye contact, very important. Yes, more pointers. Gestures, your facial expressions, your gestures, eye contact, your posture, everything counts under body language. Now, as I mentioned earlier, let's start with posture first, all right? So when I talk about posture, if I stand here in front of you all with my shoulders down, I stand like this, which most of us do, right? I'm standing like this. Or like this. Would you be interested in listening to me? Would it create that authority? If I am like this, or like this. Now who am I? Who do I look like? Who walks like this? That is what I want to know. No, like this. ऐसे कौन चलता है? Arrogant person. Yes, thank you. So arrogant. Now, if you see in the army, the senior officials or your teachers or your faculty members, when they want to dominate you or scare you, they'll walk like this with their hands at the back. You must have noticed this at school as well, right? However, here I am for a session. I cannot walk like this. This will not create an instant rapport and the kind of interaction which I want from all of you. Again, second thing which must be avoided is a closed body language. What is a closed body language? I cannot talk like this. Now, I have seen many students during my experience so far, they present with their arms closed. When your arms are closed, the other person's subconscious mind, it will get signals that you are trying to hide something or you are trying to protect something, some information from them. That is how our subconscious mind works. You have no control over that. All right? The proper way to create that honesty and a good rapport with your fellow members or whomever you are addressing is open palms. Now here I have a mic and clicker in my hands. hence not a lot of open palm. But yes, of course, if you see, my hand gestures are open. They are not closed. Open palms and open hand gestures are a sign of trust and honesty and receptivity from my end, that I am open to your thoughts, your perspectives as well. This is again how body language works. Now, coming to the third point under body language is eye contact. Whenever we are speaking to somebody, do we look in their eyes and talk, or we look down, or we look in our phones, or we look here and there and then talk? Be honest. How do we talk? Depending on, it shouldn't be like that. You must be looking eye to eye with the person. However, there is a clause here. Do not continue with the gaze for more than 3 to 5 seconds. All right? Otherwise, it will become a stare. You will intimidate that person, and फिर सवारी अपने सामान की खुद जिम्मेदार है. All right, then don't come to me that maybe, ma'am, you had told us that we have to maintain that stare and the glare. Right? Now, the right thing to do here is look into the person's eye for 3 to 5 seconds, build that confidence and rapport with the person. Take a quick microsecond, look around, then come back to the gaze. That is how a proper eye contact works. And where do you have to look, especially when it comes to the educational and professional scenarios? There is a zone on our face called as the zone of power gaze, which starts from here, the place we call third eye. Create a triangle with your two eyes. So this is the zone of power gaze. Do not watch below it. Do not watch above it. If you want to create that rapport and authority with the person you are speaking to, and you want to build the confidence, this is the area of power gaze. All right? Again, do not look into the eyes of a person for more than 3 to 5 seconds. Keep this in mind. Okay? Now, coming to another aspect, which is non-verbal communication, that comprises of factors like tone, pitch, volume, and emphasis and pauses. I'll start with the last factor first, which is pauses. Do we speak like this in a lot of our conversations, or if we are addressing someone? Hi, my name is Loveleen Kaur. I am here. I'm an image consultant. My company's name is the Image Craft. And today I am elated to be here in front of all of you. Right? Do we tend to do this? I'll come back to you. Do we tend to do this? Fillers, a lot of it, in fact, right? The best way to avoid these fillers is with, of course, constant practice. However, the magic mantra here is shut your mouth. Take the pause. Whenever you feel that you cannot think about what you have to say ahead, instantly just zip your mouth, close it. Hi, my name is Loveleen Kaur. Instead of, hi, my name is Loveleen Kaur. Avoid the ums, like, fillers, all of this. The best way is, again, I am repeating, keep your mouth closed. The moment you keep your mouth closed, of course, no and ums would come out. That's the best way. That's what I have been following and practicing throughout the years. Now coming to another aspect, which is pitch. Do we all know what is pitch? What is pitch? इसकी pitch ज़्यादा है. किसकी pitch ज़्यादा होती है? Women, not boys, please. Boys have a higher bass to their voice and women have higher shrillness to their voice. Hence, and it is not our problem, by the way, this is how biologically we are, all right? So you cannot say anything to us. The voice box is such, the larynx is such, that women have higher pitch and men have higher bass in their voices. Now, when I am speaking, if you have been noticing so far, there's a way to control your pitch and speak. Now, sometimes if you see, some people and their voices come across as noises to our ears, right? That is because they do not have any control over their pitch. No matter what excellent content they are saying, we will not like to hear them for long. The factor here is pitch. Talking about tone, if I have to, all right, ma'am, may I give you a compliment today? May I say something about you? All right. Okay, case one, everybody, I want you all to look at me and notice and observe how and what I'm saying. Hi, ma'am, you're looking wonderful today. Situation one. Situation two. Hi, ma'am, you're looking wonderful today. What was that? What was that? What did I just do? Louder. I can hear answers, but you need to be louder. Which one was the compliment? Second one? No. First one was the compliment. Do you all agree? Why was second one not the compliment? What did it sound like? Sarcasm. Thank you. It was a sarcasm because my tone changed. Only the first one, I use the same exact words, same lines, right? However, my tone changed. Just with the change of that slight tone, the meaning of a beautiful compliment entirely changed into a negative sarcasm. That is how your tone can create an impact if you don't notice it well enough. All right, coming to another factor, which is volume. If I speak like this, I still have a mic, which is fine. However, if you are a soft speaker and you do not engage with the audience well enough, keeping in mind the size of the audience and the size of the room, will the session be good and energetic enough? Or if I am talking like this, not engaging and taking care of the size of the room and size of the audience, you want me to get out right now? No, thank you for being so generous. You got my point here, how the volume works. You need to gauge the size of the audience, the size of the room. Even if you are in a one-to-one conversation, you need to understand how your volume should be and bring about variations and modulations in it. If you have been observing me so far, I am doing that. Wherever I want to put emphasis on a certain point, my voice changes, my voice raises, the way I am speaking raises. Right? So that is how it has to be. You have to break the monotony. However, keeping in mind the surroundings and the role of yours for that particular day. Talking about the last factor when it comes to non-verbal communication is emphasis. So it rained cats and dogs last night and last evening in most of Delhi NCR. So taking that as an example, I want you all to notice where all I am putting the stress, which words I am putting the stress on. The sentence is going to be the same. All right. Number one, today is a sunny day. Where was the emphasis? Next, it was on today, yes? Next, today is a sunny day. So in case 1, I had put emphasis on today. So what I wanted to convey here was that sunny day aaj hai. Right? And in example 2, I said today is a sunny day. There I meant to say that aaj sunny day hai, rainy day nahi hai. Likewise, whatever you are speaking in your day-to-day life or in your professional setups, wherever you are putting emphasis on matters. All right. So these are a few pointers. So I could just share the few basics as of now. And if you work on these pointers and get a hold and command on these, I am sure you all are going to excel when it comes to communication, especially. So, all right, before I end the session for today, one thing I want you all to keep in your mind is, and trust me, it works wonders. I'm telling you from my own experience. Look and feel confident, and trust me, half your job is done. All right, so I really hope that the few pointers which I got the opportunity to share today would remain with you, and you are going to make the most of it and work on them. And for anything else, of course, you could connect with me. Otherwise, also with ma'am's permission, you could connect with me on LinkedIn, and I would be happy to help you all there. On that note, thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much to the directors and deputy directors for calling me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. It was such a wonderful session. And we have a job fair for our students, and your inputs will come handy for our students. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a wonderful session. So can we have a huge round of applause for our guest speaker, Ms. Loveleen Kaur? Ma'am, though no gesture can truly match the value of the wisdom and inspiration you have shared, but as a small token of our respect and appreciation, we would like to felicitate you. To do the honors, I would like to call on stage our respected director, ma'am, Ms. Monica Agarwal, and our respected deputy director, Dr. Coral Barboza, to do the honors. So students, ma'am, I would like to take this opportunity to inform everyone that as a token of our appreciation, we are honored to gift a tree on behalf of our guest speaker, named after you, ma'am, at the Amity Online Forest, in partnership with Sankalp Taru. Through this initiative, we support rural farmers while contributing to a more sustainable future. A small gesture with a lasting impact. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for such beautiful presentation. Up next, learners, we have a very exciting hands-on session on coexisting with AI at the workplace. How many of you think AI is a threat today? Can you have a raise hand, quick raise hand? किसी को नहीं लगता AI threat है? You feel AI is a threat? How many of you feel that AI can be beneficial for us? We can coexist with AI. All right, all of you. Then, of course, this session is for you. And we have a very esteemed speaker to talk about this topic. And rather than talking, he'll be giving us some hands-on experience into how AI tools can be, perfectly used today. So to deliver the session today, we have Mr. Amit Singh. He's the Senior Technical Consultant at HCL Tech with over 19 years of experience in IT training and technology solutions. He's a Microsoft certified professional and Azure Administrator Associate. He brings deep expertise in cloud computing, enterprise systems, and digital transformation. Having trained over 20,000 learners, He's known for making complex concepts practical and impactful. And this is exactly what he'll be going to do today. Can anybody name any popular AI tool that we know apart from ChatGPT? All right. So many features of these AI tools we are already using in our daily life, but how to make more out of these tools to improve our workplace productivity is something that our speaker will be talking about today. So I would now like to welcome Sir on stage. Yeah, can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much.
Very good morning to all of you. So there was a very good session by ma'am. According to the tone and your body language, your gesture, same thing we have to follow in our IT when we are using computers, right? There are so many limitations, right? So what we are going to discuss today? AI, right? AI or II? AI, right? It's AI. So what is AI? How many of you have used AI till now? Can I see hands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So many hands from this side. Still, there are so many hands which were not there. Why? Why? Why you're not raising your hands? Are you not using AI? How many of you are not using AI? Can I see your hands? Please. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. It's not bad to say that I'm not using AI. It's very good. It's very good. You feel that you are capable enough to do things. You don't need any support, right? But how many of you think that this AI is a threat for future, for your jobs? How many of you think this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Around 10. Why you feel this? Any one of you? Why you feel this is a threat for your jobs? Any one of you, please. So I'm asking a question, why you feel this is a threat for your future and your jobs? Huh? Things are changing a lot, okay? Okay. Right, right. Due to automation, right? We feel that if AI is helping people to do a lot of job in few minutes, which we were using earlier, right? We were spending a lot of hours for completing a task. Now we can do it in few minutes, right? So लोग तो कम हो जाएंगे फिर वहां पे एक बंदा काम करेगा 10 लोगों का यही दिमाग में आ रहा होगा राइट बाय यूजिंग एआई सेम थिंग हैपेंड इयर्स बैक जब कंप्यूटर्स लॉन्च हुए थे राइट आई गेस आप में से कई सारे लोग तो रहे भी नहीं होंगे उस एरा में सो मैं भी नहीं था राइट और मैं था तो शायद मैं कंप्यूटर्स नहीं जानता था सो व्हाट पीपल हैव डन उन्होंने बोला एक का काम 10 का काम एक बंदा करेगा कंप्यूटर यूज करके वी डोंट नीड कंप्यूटर्स उन्होंने प्रोटेस्ट करना शुरू कर दिया हमें कंप्यूटर नहीं चाहिए राइट आज क्या लगता है आपको वो कंप्यूटर नहीं आता तो क्या होता क्या होता क्या जॉब गई लोगों की 10 का काम एक ने किया नहीं राइट अब क्या हुआ वो एक पर्सन 10 काम कर रहा है नाउ द कंपनी ग्रोथ इज एक्सटेंडिंग बिकॉज ऑफ इट राइट सेम इज हैपनिंग विद एआई तो एआई क्या है अभी तक हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं चैट जीपीटी इज एआई पीपल आर यूजिंग चैट जीपीटी ब्लाइंडली नाउ ईमेल लिखनी है चैट जीपीटी एप्लीकेशन लिखनी है, चैट जीपीटी, राइट? कोड लिखना है, चैट जीपीटी, राइट? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू डूइंग दिस? रिज्यूमे बनाना है तो चैट जीपीटी, राइट? वेरी गुड. अब मेरे पास जो रिज्यूमे आ रहा है फिल्टर करने के लिए, आई हैव आल्सो यूज चैट जीपीटी टू फिल्टर, राइट? Now in our organization, we are using tools which can identify which data is generated by AI and we filter it out. We never select those resumes which are 100% created by using AI tools. आपने अपना दिमाग तो लगाया ही नहीं, राइट? जो रिज्यूमे अमित के लिए बना था वही रिज्यूमे सुमित के लिए भी बना, राइट? उसी तरह की स्टाइल उसके रिज्यूमे में भी. सो मेरे लिए तो आसान हो गया फिल्टर करना, इसीलिए जॉब कम हो जाती है, इसीलिए जॉब नहीं मिलती, राइट? तो आपको पता होना चाहिए विच यू आर यूजिंग, उसे कैसे यूज करना है उस टूल को, और स्मार्टली कैसे यूज करना है. बहुत सारे थ्रेट्स हैं. मैम ने एक टर्म यूज किया था, एआई इज अ थ्रेट. यस, इट्स अ थ्रेट इफ यू आर ब्लाइंडली यूजिंग इट. I'll tell you my experience. I went to one government organization, राइट? वहां पे वो डैशबोर्ड्स क्रिएट करती थी वो टीम उनकी. उन्हें मुझे एक सेशन देना था साइबर सिक्योरिटी और एआई के ऊपर. इट वाज अ वेरी गुड सेशन, बहुत बढ़िया क्राउड था वहां पे. दे आस्क्ड अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, राइट? मैंने पूछा डैशबोर्ड कैसे बनाते हो? सर एआई के थ्रू फटाक से बन जाता है. अब हमारा काम बहुत आसान हो गया. कैसे बनाते हो आप? वी जस्ट अपलोड आवर एक्सेल शीट्स ऑन चैट जीपीटी एंड आस्क चैट जीपीटी टू क्रिएट डैशबोर्ड्स. क्या ये सही काम है? क्या ये सही काम है? अभी मेरे से एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, सर कैन वी इंस्टॉल जूम ऑन योर लैपटॉप? नो, सॉरी, दिस इज अंडर कंप्लायंस. मेरे लैपटॉप पे एक लिमिटेड लिस्ट ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर है जो हो सकते हैं, उसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं. बिकॉज फॉर मी माई ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस डेटा इज वेरी क्रूशियल एंड वी आर शेयरिंग दैट डेटा फ्रीली टू अ थर्ड पार्टी टूल ओवर द वेब. आप में से कितने लोगों ने किया है ये काम? How many of you have done this? Data upload and ask that to create a solution for you. कभी किया? नहीं किया तो it's very good. It's very good. Seriously, hats off to you guys. नहीं किया तो बहुत अच्छा, कभी मत करना, right? Because if you are in my organization, if you upload a data over there, next day आप गेट से बाहर हो गए, right? और दूसरी किसी भी उस लेवल की कंपनी में आप जॉब नहीं कर पाओगे. Because you don't believe that data is crucial, critical, right? पहले के समय में हम कहते थे हमारा डेटा सेव रहना चाहिए, किसी और को हमारा डेटा एक्सेस ना हो, right? अभी होता है डेटा डिलीट हो जाए, हमारा खराब हो जाए, कुछ भी चले, लेकिन पड़ोसी को नहीं मिलना चाहिए. पड़ोसी मीन्स द अदर कंपनी, द कॉम्पिटिटर, राइट? अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, उसी चैट जीपीटी को ब्लाइंडली अपना डेटा सर्व कर रहे हैं. एंड वहां पे लिखा रहता है, एआई के नीचे एक टर्म लिखा रहता है, एआई इज लर्निंग बाय योर इनपुट्स, राइट? ठीक है? तो आप सिखा रहे हो उसको, ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हो बहुत बढ़िया से. अब वो आपके डेटा को यूज करके मुझे सिखा रहा है, राइट? थर्ड डे मैंने भी अपलोड किया, मेरा डेटा यूज करके उसने मैम को ट्रेनिंग देना शुरू किया. और नाउ द एआई इज गेटिंग पॉपुलर. तो ये एआई अपने आप कुछ नहीं सीख रहा है, ये हम ही लोग हैं जो उसे सिखा रहे हैं, राइट? तो एआई में जो हम काम करते हैं अभी तक, वो सिंपली हम एक प्रॉम्प्ट लिखते हैं और उस प्रॉम्प्ट के थ्रू वी जस्ट गेट आवर टास्क डन, राइट? वी डू दिस, बट देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर व्हिच वी कैन डू इन एआई. हम अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में क्या करते हैं, अपना काम आसान करने के लिए अपने एजेंट्स बनाते हैं. भाई मैं रोज प्रॉम्प्ट क्यों लिखूंगा, मैं बार बार वो प्रॉम्प्ट्स क्यों लिखूं, राइट? सेकंड थिंग, प्रॉम्प्ट जो मैं लिख रहा हूं वो जेनेरिक इंफॉर्मेशन वेब से सर्च कर रहा है डिफरेंट जगह से, और मुझे वो जेनेरिक इंफॉर्मेशन सर्व कर रहा है. इज इट गुड? वर्थ है हमारे लिए वो जेनेरिक इंफॉर्मेशन? नो. एक स्पेसिफिक लेवल पे जाके आपको वो जेनेरिक इंफॉर्मेशन कोई भी बेनिफिट नहीं देने वाली. सो व्हाट वी डू इन दैट केस, we create our own agents, right? and we supply some information, limited information to that agent. Let's say मैं HR team से belong करता हूँ. Assume that I'm from HR team. मुझे onboarding देखनी होती है नए employees की, right? अब मैं जाके चैट जीपीटी या को पायलट पे लिखूंगा कि मुझे ऑनबोर्डिंग के टाइम पे ये काम चाहिए, वो जनरली सर्च करेगा एमिटी में कैसे होता है, वहां पे कैसे होता है, किसी कॉलेज में कैसे होता है, किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में कैसे होता है, किसी इंडस्ट्री में कैसे होता है, और देन वो एक जेनरिक इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे देगा. बट वो इंफॉर्मेशन इज नॉट गुड फॉर माई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन because it is not related to my process. My process is different. This college process, university process is different. किसी और यूनिवर्सिटी का process different होगा, right? So हमें चाहिए अपनी process के हिसाब से, right? So we can create those agents. हम वो information supply करते हैं, and then we share those agents to our team, right? Copilot use किया है. How many of you have used Copilot? Copilot में agent बनाया है कभी? Agents. Have you ever created agents? Huh? Yes. For what purpose you created that agent? Huh? तो कैसा लगा, डिफरेंस लगा आपको? पहले नॉर्मल कोपायलट पे काम करते थे, अब आप एजेंट बना के काम कर रहे हो, क्या फर्क लगा आपको? See the difference, right? Now we are getting our results quickly and accurate because we have feeded the data according to the requirement, right? Let's see one thing over here. So I'll show you a small demonstration. This is my co-pilot. Just ignore few things. मेरा बहुत सारा organization का information भी यहाँ पे show होगा. So I'll try to hide them, but मैं कितना hide कर पाता हूँ, we'll see. Right? We have an option of creating agents. अभी तक क्या use करते थे? Co-pilot is limited to this one. More than 90% people, they are using this part of co-pilot only. Right? You agree? Right? वो चैट पे जाते हैं, इसके एक प्रॉम्प्ट लिखते हैं और देन दे गेट द थिंग्स डन. रिज्यूमे बनाने के लिए क्या प्रॉम्प्ट लिखते हैं? किसी ने रिज्यूमे बनाया को-पायलट या चैट जीपीटी से? एनी वन ऑफ यू? अभी बोला था किसी ने रिज्यूमे जल्दी बनता है. हाँ, क्या प्रॉम्प्ट लिखा था आपने? Right? So what he have done, he given the information why he is creating the resume, right? What should be the part of his resume and what is the purpose of this resume? And this is called as a prompt, a proper prompt. ये नहीं कि I need a resume for 10 plus 2 years of experience person. नहीं, वो एक generic resume होगा, right? So he submitted all the details over there. Certifications, education, qualification, everything, and now the resume is ready, right? अब risk क्या दिया इन्होंने? क्या risk था वहां पे? Right? He shared all the information over the tool, right? So there comes reliable AIs, right? Can you see a small tab over here? Work and web. So in organizations, when we are using this Copilot, Copilot is the part of reliable AI, right? So when we select this option work, it only select and fetches and share the information related to my organization. It never shares any information or outside my SharePoint or my organization information, right? Now let's see how to create one agent. You simply have to go to this create agent, right? And here, the information, if you want to configure it by yourself, you can configure, give the name and everything you can define. Otherwise, you just go over here and type a statement. Let's say, I have few examples prepared for you guys over here. Human resources. So I need onboarding assistant, right? So I've selected this information, or you can type it by yourself according to your job role. Just go over here, paste, and ask this, create an agent that can guide new hires through documents, benefits, and company policies, answering all the questions based on uploaded HR documents, right? So what I'm saying, uploaded HR documents means I'm restricting this AI agent to those documents, not the generic one, right? So it will take few seconds. And then the information will be there, right? Now go to configure. And here you'll find a lot of information already created, right? Now, if you want to upload some information, upload some documents, just upload it over here, right? Your policy documents, your HR documents, joining related documents, formalities documents, legal documents, or if you have a SharePoint location where these documents exist, you can share that location so that your agent can pull the information and fix it. I'm not going to upload anything over here. I'll just create it. Right? If you do a modification, you have to do over here. Rest, agent is created. Now go to your agent. This is my onboarding assistant. Just say hello. It will tell you, right? These are the default options. I didn't change anything. Whatever default options are required, these are there in your agent now. If I have uploaded these informations, it will fetch all the things. Now see, if I write this statement, company policies and HR documents on normal chat of Copilot, what will happen? Exactly, it's a generic information. It will fetch from there and it will give you things. Now see, right? So it is giving me the information which is being fetched from my organization's department related documents and all, right? So now it's not limited to, not limited to only chats. We have now agents, right? So many people, they try to create applications. How many of you are related to development? Have you ever done any mobile application development? Right? How much time it takes? Let's say I have to create one Android application which can help me to chat with my friends, or a small chatbot. This is the easiest application which you can create. How much time will it take? Any guesses? 7 to 12 weeks, right? 7 to 12 weeks. Let's reduce it. Okay, 2 weeks, right? But when you go to any AI tool, you can give your details over there. It can create an application and you can now directly test it and work on it. So there are so many options. If you are interested in creating applications and all, you can go to your any AI tool and you can draft those prompts and get the application developed. Now, how you will test that application? There is a challenge. How to test that application? मैंने APK तो बना ली. APK file is ready, but how I will test it? So Android development, what tool you have to use for testing Android applications? Any idea? बना तो लिया मैंने, बट टेस्ट कैसे करूंगा? अपने फोन पे इंस्टॉल करके? हाँ, राइट, ओके। एनीथिंग एल्स? देयर आर सो मेनी टूल्स। ब्लू स्टैक होता है ना, ब्लू स्टैक नाम सुना है? This is an emulator for your Android, right? You can create a complete phone over there, right? But वो तो बहुत heavy tool होता है, इसके लिए configuration भी बहुत चाहिए. You just go over here. There are so many portals where you can test things, right? myandroid.org. This is providing you an option where you can test your APK files, right? But again, public portal. Right? So if you want to save and secure your data, you need to go offline then. Clear? Anyone, any questions related to AI or your future, which is depending on AI? हर कोई यही कह रहा है ना, AI आपको एड ऑन करना पड़ेगा, डेटा साइंस की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. एडिशनली वन मोर थिंग, साइबर सिक्योरिटी की थोड़ी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. क्यों बोला जा रहा है ये तीन चीजें आपकी नॉलेज के साथ एड ऑन? क्यों हर कोई कह रहा है ऐसा? कि आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी अगर आपसे कह रही है तो क्यों कह रही है? क्या ऐसा है कि उनको एक कोर्स बढ़ाना है? नहीं. दिस इज फ्यूचर एक्चुअली. वी आर वर्किंग ऑन डेटा, राइट? डेटा साइंसेस, knowledge is required. AI will be your buddy, right? You don't have to compete with AI. You need to make AI your buddy. साथ में रखना है ऐसे कि दोस्त तू मेरे साथ काम करेगा और मेरे लिए काम करेगा और मिलके दोनों फ्यूचर बनाएंगे, राइट? क्लियर? डोंट compete with. कभी ये मत कहना कि नहीं भाई AI से ज्यादा मेरा दिमाग चलता है, अगर मैं AI यूज करूंगा तो मेरा दिमाग चलना बंद हो जाएगा और मैं AI यूज नहीं करूंगा, मैं बिल्कुल एथिक्स पे काम करूंगा अपने. मत करो ये, राइट? आप वही काम 4 दिन में कर रहे होगे, दूसरा वही काम 1 दिन में कर रहा होगा, तो वहां पे कंपैरिजन सेट होगा, फिर 4 दिन वाला वेस्ट कर रहा है टाइम. क्लियर? अभी आपको वो दिमाग यूज करना है अपना AI के साथ, so that you can save your organization's time and your organization's resources, right? और जब आप resources और time save करोगे अपने organization का, तो वो कहां जाएगा? Indirectly आपकी पॉकेट में, right? वो तभी आएगा. तो we earn according to our capabilities. हमें capabilities बढ़ानी है. साइबर सिक्योरिटी क्यों बोला मैंने? आपको थोड़ा पता होना चाहिए हर किसी को. मैं एक्सपर्ट नहीं कह रहा हूं, किसी को एक्सपर्ट होना है, हर किसी को आपको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, राइट? बिकॉज व्हेन वी आर यूजिंग इंटरनेट, पहले के टाइम में क्या होता था, हम जब घर पहुंचते थे या कभी साइबर कैफे जाते थे तब हम इंटरनेट यूज करते थे, राइट? बट आज कितना टाइम इंटरनेट यूज करते हैं हम? कितनी देर इंटरनेट से कनेक्टेड रहते हैं? 24 आवर्स? बहुत कम भी अगर होगा तो 20 आवर्स. शायद वो 4 घंटे के लिए कभी ऑन एन एवरेज बंद हो गया है, नेटवर्क कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है, तो हमारी पॉकेट में इंटरनेट पड़ा रहता है, राइट? और जब हम इंटरनेट से कनेक्टेड हैं, देन वी आर शेयरिंग अ लॉट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन, मींस वल्नरेबिलिटीज बढ़ती जा रही है, राइट? तो कहां पे क्या शेयर करना है, कहां पे क्या नहीं शेयर करना है, वो पता होना चाहिए आपको, राइट? सेम which AI tool you are using, you need to be very sure how it is using your data. ठीक है? That's why cyber is very much required. Time to time हम ये AI और cyber की trainings अपने organization में कराते हैं. हर employees के लिए these are mandatory. We are pushing deliberately phishing emails to all the employees, right? और वहां पे टेस्ट करते हैं कि वो काम कैसे कर रहे हैं. We are monitoring all the AI tools, what they are sending over the web, right? So we are fixing them. आप गलती से भी अगर कोई information share कर रहे हैं, तो we try to restrict it, right? So agents part clear है? Everyone, this is something which you can utilize to ease your task. अभी क्या करना है, मुझे टाइम टू टाइम मीटिंग्स मेरी होती रहती है, मुझे एक शेड्यूल बनाना है, अपनी एक डायरेक्टरी बनानी है या मुझे कैलेंडर बनाना है अलग से जो मुझे टाइम टू टाइम रिमाइंड करता रहे, हर 5 मिनट से पहले मुझे मीटिंग का रिमाइंडर दे दे, राइट? सो आई कैन क्रिएट एन एजेंट इन माय टीम्स, राइट? टीम्स कितने लोगों ने यूज किया है? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव यूज्ड टीम्स? मीटिंग्स अटेंड की होंगी या ज्वाइन की होंगी टीम्स पे, राइट? Once your meeting is over, you can get a complete summary of your meeting. होता है MOM भेजना होता है हमें मीटिंग्स का, राइट? तो पहले क्या होता था, जिसकी जिम्मेदारी है MOM भेजने की, वो कॉन्टिन्यूअसली सुनता रहता था और वो नोट करता था कि मुझे लास्ट में MOM भेजना है। अभी वो क्या करता है, वो यहाँ पे जाके अपनी मीटिंग में सिंपली कोपायलट को ओपन करता है और वहां पे लिखता है summarize the meeting and send me the keynotes of the meeting, or create the MOM of this meeting once the meeting ends, right? और ये सारी चीजें मुझे हर मीटिंग में करनी पड़ती है, तो मैंने अपना एक एजेंट बनाया. It scans when a meeting starts, right? And then we can easily go with the things and work on the things, right? Clear? MS Office यूज करते हो आप सभी लोग? पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशंस बनाते हैं. कैसे बनाते हैं पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशंस? कोपायलट पे जाते हैं और कोपायलट पे लिखते हैं क्रिएट अ पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर एन AI ट्रेनिंग सेशन, राइट? मुझे एक पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन बनानी थी आपके सेशन के लिए, राइट? तो मुझे टाइम नहीं मिला उस सेशन के बाद, so I was just driving and I written a prompt over there with all the details, मुझे क्या करना है, क्या चीज कैसे करनी है, and now my PowerPoint generated this beautiful presentation for you all with a specific information. मुझे क्या बोलना है I already told it, मैंने पहले ही बता दिया, and now this is ready for me. एक बहुत अच्छा पार्ट है, इफ यू हैव द लाइसेंस ऑफ कोपायलट मींस योर M365, इट विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ योर एवरी टूल. आपको अलग से कोपायलट चलाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. सो इन आवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दिस टूल इज एडेड इन आवर ईच एंड एवरी MS ऑफिस एप्लीकेशन, whether it is or Microsoft application, not MS Office, it is in Microsoft application. Continuously we are accessing it. Let's say I have to create a new presentation. New, create with Copilot. It will give you this option. Just type your requirement over. Let's say create a presentation about AI, its usage, and so now there's a generic information which is coming. If I have to fetch information according to my organization, I just have to add and share a location of SharePoint. It will fetch that information from there and give it to me in my presentation. So हमें जितनी भी हमारी internal meetings होती हैं, अगर उसके लिए हमें कोई presentation बनानी है, we use it with a specific data, right? Just click on generate slides and your presentation is ready. Right? Chat GPT is blocked in our organization. हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में चैट GPT ब्लॉक है. अभी मैं आपके नेटवर्क से कनेक्टेड हूं तो मैं चैट GPT यूज कर पा रहा हूं, राइट? बट जैसे ही मैं HCL प्रेमाइसेस के अंदर जाऊंगा, मैं वहां के नेटवर्क से कनेक्ट होऊंगा, इट विल बी ब्लॉक्ड बिकॉज इट्स नॉट अ रिलायबल AI, राइट? क्यों नहीं है रिलायबल AI? क्यों नहीं है? अब ऐसे तो कोपायलट भी माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का है, राइट? तो वो भी डेटा कहीं ले जा रहा होगा. बट मैंने एक पॉइंट बोला था वहां पे, yes, right, because it is used, its data can be used for training other AI things, but Copilot, it's a limited to a specific scope, right? Whatever data you are sharing over there, This is limited. तो आपको public data use करना है, go for Copilot, no problem. You can blindly go for it. But organization, once you are entering in any organization, आप अपनी university से related कोई data अगर डाल रहे हो, don't use this blindly over there, right? Excel sheets upload करना बंद कर दो आप लोग, right? मुझे dashboard बनाना है अपनी एक Excel sheet पे, Excel data पे, right? This is containing a number of thousands of rows and now I have to create a dashboard, right? तो मेरा काम आसान हो जाता है, मैं अपलोड करता हूँ, मेरा डैशबोर्ड क्रिएट हो जाता है, right? अब मजबूरी है मेरे साथ, मुझे डैशबोर्ड बनाने नहीं आते, तो मैं AI यूज करूंगा, right? तो AI यूज करना है तो स्मार्टली कर लो आप अपने हेडर्स बताओ, चैट जीपीटी को ही बोलो अपने कि डमी डेटा क्रिएट करो एंड देन गो फॉर इट, उस डमी डेटा पे डैशबोर्ड बनाओ एंड देन use the same process for creating your own dashboards, right? So it's ready now. Understanding the artificial intelligence, meter application and usage of AI, the future of AI and responsible development. Now this term, very important, responsible development, right? Not like layman's. When we are in organization, we are learned, we need to work like a professional. Machine learning, neural network, natural language processing, and computer vision. What is neural network? And what is machine learning? Why this is required? Machine learning. How many of you know this term, machine learning? This is the base of your AI. Yeah. Pata hai? Yeah. Tell me that in short, what is machine learning? Machine learning is the basic concept which help you to understand your machine on which you are going to work or you are going to create any tool for, right? You're going to create a tool which is going to be executed on any specific machine. So this machine learning will help you to understand your machine. Because if you're not able to understand your machine, you will not be able to create a tool for it, right? Fine. The neural network. What is this neural network? Neural term सुना है कहीं आपने? Science में सुना होगा? Neural network. Any one of you? हाँ. Brain connectivity, right? This is the concept actually, right? There are multiple layers of AI. What we are using, this is a specific layer of it. When it comes to AI development, creating a tool for AI, we use to understand all the layers of it. Natural language processing, why this is very much required in AI? Because we are giving our prompts in a natural language. हम एक normal सी language में दें, तब भी वो easily समझ पाए. That's why it is very much required. There was very good thing option. So 2023 trials, this is giving you older information actually. I have newer information. These are tools which we are using in our organizations. CRM platform, project management softwares, and so on. So creating your prompt, drafting your prompts and creating agents. This is very much required for us if we want to grow. Real-time translations. right? I'll give you one very good example of real-time translation. How many of you have used Google Translator? Google Translator, right? Now you can use your AI tools also for translating any information, right? So I was delivering a session to in Andhra Pradesh, Vijayawada, right? And the people who were there were Telugu people. So what they were doing, they were discussing things with each other in Telugu. And I was a Hindi or English guy. So I was not able to understand it. Then I said, can you please translate it to Hindi or English so that I can understand it? So one of them have translated, but मुझे तो नहीं पता ना उन्होंने translate करके क्या बताया. उन्होंने बोला कि अरे यार सर bogus बता रहे हैं, time waste कर रहे हैं. But उसने translate कर बोला sir session is going very well sir. So what I have done, I created one agent to translate whatever is going on in the environment. जो भी discussions हो रहे हैं किसी भी language में convert and translate it to English. So real time translation start हुआ और मेरे सामने सारा communication आ रहा था. Then I started answering their questions. Now you can ask question in Telugu, I'll answer it in English. Right? मुझे तेलुगु नहीं आती, but now I'm able to do it because my agent is helping me. Right? So real time translations, these are the beauty of your AI tools. Say it again. Yes. The same. I created an agent on Copilot. There is an option in Copilot to translate the language, whatever you are saying. I just created an agent by using that part of it, right? It's working on multiple LLMs over in the background, right? When it comes to development, मैं अभी बात करूँ वो सारी चीजें तो थोड़ा सा out of the track हो जाएगा. हम development की तरफ move करते चले जाएंगे. But it's a very good question. Because when we talk about the tools and modifying those tools, creating agents, so we are working on the background or the back code of it, right? We can generate those agents by writing codes, but कौन code लिखना चाहता है आज की डेट में, right? कोई नहीं लिखना चाहता. Development बहुत आसान हो गया है, right? Website बन जाती है 5 मिनट में, right? तो फिर knowledge की जरूरत क्या है फिर? पाइथन क्यों पढ़ना, जावा क्यों पढ़ना, डॉटनेट क्यों पढ़ना, क्यों पढ़ाया जा रहा है अभी भी, क्यों पढ़ाते हैं हम अभी भी उसको? Right. You can create things, but if it is failing, you need to troubleshoot it. And for troubleshooting, you should know the concept of it. Right? इसीलिए वो नॉलेज कहीं भी वेस्ट नहीं होने वाली है आपकी अगर आपने वो डेवलपमेंट की नॉलेज ली है तो. सो डेवलपर जो लोग भी यहाँ पे बैठे हैं जो डेवलपमेंट सीख रहे हैं या सीखा हुआ है वो उसको वेस्ट ना समझे. राइट? सी 60% of routine business process will be automated by AI by 2026. एक रिपोर्ट है 60% टास्क जो भी हम कर रहे हैं उसका 60% will be automated by AI. Right? So आप फ्यूचर स्कोप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, राइट? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये 60% ऑटोमेट होने के बाद 60% लोग वहां से गायब हो जाएंगे, राइट? नाउ आवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विल अर्न मोर, दे विल गेट मोर प्रोजेक्ट्स, राइट? मैं पहले एक प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहा था, नाउ आई विल वर्क ऑन 4 प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड इट विल इंक्रीज द रेवेन्यू ऑफ माय ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Achieve 20 to 25% overlaps and missed appointments, easing bottlenecks. पहले हम भूल जाते थे चीजें, कोई मीटिंग्स हैं, कुछ शेड्यूल्स हैं, बट अभी हमने ऑटोमेट कर रखा है सारी चीजें. It will be automatically started or it will give us reminders, right? वो सारी चीजें हम कर पाएंगे. So there are so many things which we can discuss, but we have very limited time. So in future, if we get a chance again to connect with each other, we'll discuss a lot about AI and other LLM related things. Okay, so thank you all of you for patience listening.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful session. Now is our time to express our heartfelt gratitude to you for this insightful session. And to do the honors, I would like to call on stage our respected director, ma'am, Monica Agarwal, ma'am, and our deputy director, ma'am, Dr. Divya Bansal, on stage.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. So students, before we move on to our next segment, let me ask you a very simple questions. How many of you have Googled your own name? Your own name. And what did you find? Were you okay with your digital presence? Or you wanted to elevate it, do something better? Because students, whether we realize it or not, we are already creating a brand for ourselves. Every post, every like, every comment, that is telling a story about who we are. So to help you understand how to build and leverage this effectively, we have with us an exceptional industry expert, Mr. Ashish Anand. Mr. Ashish is a seasoned growth marketing and product leader, specializing in digital revenue, MarTech, and Gen AI, currently serving as marketing head at Univo. He built Birla Nest into high-margin consumer tech growth advisory firm. His strengths span growth marketing and AI-powered CX solutions. He excels in product launches, funnel optimization, and analytics-led growth. He has driven impact across B2B and B2C businesses globally. An MBA from IIM Kolkata, he is recognized for CXO level leadership. We now proudly invite Mr. Ashish Anand to conduct the session on your digital presence. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, ma'am. Till the time the setup happens. So I'll just kick off the session. How many of you have more than 50,000 Instagram followers? Just a quick raise of hand, a shout out. Nobody. I'll lower the bar then. 10,000? 14. That's it. 47. Just one. Okay, I thought in Gen Z and Alpha generation, we might find quite a lot of people because now that we have moved to a creator economy. And how many of you are on LinkedIn? Almost all of you. And how many of you manage or look at your own business, family business, which is at a medium, small scale? Do you use digital to promote it? What do you do? Artificial intelligence. Digital में artificial intelligence कैसे मिला दिया? Promote कैसे करते हैं?
सर लाइक मार्केटिंग करनी प्रोडक्ट्स की पर्टिकुलर जैसे शेविंग क्रीम वगैरह है
हाँ.
तो उसको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पे थोड़ा अपनी डिटेल्स वगैरह डाल
अच्छा.
के उसको प्रमोट किया कि उसमें अपनी डिटेल्स डाल दी कि क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं बेसिकली.
मेटा पे डालते हैं.
यस गूगल जेमिनी.
Okay, okay. अच्छा. And who else? Anybody else who manages their own family businesses, promote it digitally? Anyone else? You want to speak? Yeah. You need a mic. You made a website. And what is it for? Can you be a bit louder? Okay. And how did you promote your website? Through AI. You didn't market it. Okay. Okay. Cool. So without taking more time, I'll just delve into the session and how we have moved to a creator economy and how do we utilize it in advertising and why it is so important both in our personal professional lives, whether we work for our own selves, work for an organization or pursue a career in this domain. So what exactly are the things that we should know? And at the end, I have small a surprise for you. I think some of you might have seen it, but yes, towards the end we'll cover that as well. So we'll start with Meta. So Meta, I mean, all you guys know that Meta is all about Facebook, Instagram, both. So Meta does not just help you get discovered. It is where discovery becomes action. Any quick answers? What does that mean? Okay, I'll answer for you. So discovery becomes action means that this is where you entice, influence your customers. You kind of showcase the products, or if you're a creator, you showcase your the entire reel, videos, etc. on the platform. And how does it kind of matter when you're advertising on Meta? So creating and why do people correlate so much with the content which is there on Instagram? I also kind of browse so many reels every day. I mean, I would spend almost around 30-45 minutes every day. Why is it that? I mean, there is the answer, but yes, I'd still like to know how people get so many followers, and we do a lot of influencer marketing around that. Why? Yeah. So this is the relatability just does not come by lifestyle. It is also a question of language, region, the content. So if we are targeting a middle class Indian, a value conscious customer, and if it is in certain region of India, using that language forms a relatable content. And then over a period of time, they become the voices whom people can trust. So if we just look at the numbers broadly, so 84% of users on Instagram connect in and around interest, and apparently all our reels feeds are structured around that. So which is where it is all about the way we browse, and somewhere that data, and we spoke about AI data in the previous session. So Instagram keeps looking at our preferences, our data, our age group, our browsing behavior. And when that app is installed in your mobile, it actually also knows your device ID. It knows which mobile you're owning, whether you own an iPhone, whether you own a Redmi, which phone you are owning, and basis that it also tries to tailor the content, location, your browsing behavior, and everything. And which is where they know your interest. Now, how do you get the foundation right? How do you build content that and how do you master the creatives which will help appeal to people, connect people, etc.? Now, generally, we don't like to see what is negative on Instagram, and it is all a platform where we come to see snackable content, even on Meta. And these snackable content should create positive experience. If you just look at the advertising here, this is not what we want to look at. We don't want to look at what anxiety means. We want to look at what a positive mindset means. How do we grow? How do we have a positive mindset? How do we have a positive lifestyle? To this, people stick around positive experiences. And that's where the creation or the advertising is always about positive experience. It is never about negative connotation, which turns people off, which would not give you the reach you want. And as a user, you would not like to see the content. Every morning, if you are just flipping through the reels, you would not like to see the negative content. And if you see advertising and the creators who have done really, really well, and they became influencers, their content became more discoverable, was a part of the algorithm which threw these content up. So this is the kind of positive experience which kind of floats well. Now, creating positive experience does not just yield you the result. Right ratio of the advertising. When you are advertising, you shoot through your mobile, and mobile is immediate and in most intimate device that we have. I mean, most of us stick to our mobiles at least for 12 to 14 hours every day. And that's where it matters a lot, which is where if the content, and all of us browse through content, if the content is very small, the video is not so great, we don't generally see it. So which is where the aspect ratios, when you're shooting it, 9:16, 4:5. So all these help you in getting more interactivity. It also helps you multiply with the creators. It also helps in getting more engagement. Would you engage with a video which is very, very small, not easy to browse, use? Or would you engage with a video which fills your entire mobile screen? What would you engage with? The first one or the second one? So mostly in general, these are the best practices which help you improve interactivity. And some of the examples are like this. So which is where there are multiple formats. And then one is, of course, the creators, which will come to. These are the formats which work very well, wherein interactive ads are built. And when we are into advertising, if we are a small business, for example, I've got a small store and I sell beauty products, which are contract manufactured, my own brand, and it is sold through 10 stores in the market. How do I advertise? I should have interactive advertising in the region to the audience whom I am targeting, and I should be able to tell complex stories there through those ads. And there are different formats, carousel ads, videos, and then there are some of the advertisings which you see on the third one, which is how we are trying to market through static advertising as well. Now coming to the most important one. In India, 96% of the users browse on mobile. Any reason why? Anybody? Yeah? Okay. Mobile is handy for everyone, everywhere in the world. But why in India 96%? Because India has got the cheapest data rates. Our access to data is better than any other country in the world. It is one of the cheapest. And that's the reason mobile first is what every platform recommends, especially for India market, now also for global markets. And immediate and personal connect, which is intimacy. These are the two factors which play well. Now, if we look at the content which is created through mobile, higher effectiveness, right? Be it building a human connection, building virtual dynamism, integrated brand and product approach, and also creating a distinction. How does our product or the ad stand out? Mobile becomes the most important media. It is also a device which creates a multiple experience, and where there is a multi-dimensional storytelling, and it builds human connect, you can showcase your integrated brand and product. You can showcase your visual. You can also showcase a very distinctive advertising through your mobile devices. And these are some of the examples. One of them, obviously, wherein you show the product and the application, which is, the second one actually shows a patient injecting insulin, somebody who might be diabetic. Now, building for mobile, whenever you are building the content, if we look at TV, all our TVs are broad TVs, which are 9:16 screen. This is 9:16. The screen in front of me is 9:16 aspect ratio. But then building for mobile works better, and which is where any content you make, the vertical content is what works better than any other format in terms of engagement. Now, coming to the most important part, speaking the language of reels. So let's look at how the creators have unveiled this part and kind of how it helps improve the reach and effectiveness even further. So what are the creative elements? I mean, it starts right from audio, editing techniques, filters, effects, creating the right hook. You would have seen the videos and the reels which wherein the hook or there is an enticing element which is within the first 3 seconds, you tend to go ahead and look at it in entirety, otherwise you leave it. So which is where these hooks become very important. And even most of us watch Instagram in muted mode. If we are creators, then definitely if we are watching it in muted mode and there is no text overlay or a subtitle to it, we would tend to skip the video and the reel which is there. So which is having a text overlay works much better, gives you more engagements, more reach, and more followership. And then, of course, human presence, etc. Now, these are some of the story types. What kind of content works before, after, product demo. And most of us have come across these content. But I mean, this is a summary of what works on Instagram. How the creators have kind of leveraged different kinds of content to build followership, build their reach, and also connect to their audiences and the right target segment. Q&A we have seen works pretty well. I mean, today morning I was browsing some of the reels and it had got some of the Q&As. I had probably searched those terms on Google, and evidently Instagram actually picked it up and it was showing Q&A on those topics. Now, how do we diversify it? How do you diversify it via creatives? Now, there are different format. Either you diversify the format or you diversify the concept. Now, the difference between both of them is, from a concept standpoint, if you are showcasing, how many of you cook? You're a good cook, etc. Raise of hands, please. Very less. So, how many of you know Nisha Madhulika, that YouTuber? Just 1, 2. I know her very well. Okay. So, what works? The concept diversification means that either you show the ingredients, you show the process, and you show the outcome. And if somebody is a chef, they will show the ingredients, process, and the outcome. Then only you can expect some level of engagement, followerships on those videos. And the rest, of course, follows. And then there might be different formats to it, wherein we can create different formats, abridge the videos, and make it into different formats of advertising, use it with a minimal budget to entice more number of users, enhance our reach. So that's all about Meta. And the next part, and much shorter version, is LinkedIn, which is where all our professional presence is there. Now, just some stats why LinkedIn is so important. It has got 103 million members. One of the platforms, all of us use it for job search as well. Then a lot of companies are there, schools, colleges, 41,000 in members, which is our premium number of premium members on LinkedIn, and which is where as professionals, it becomes imperative to be on the platform, to engage with the platform in the right manner, and also improve our visibility on the platform. Now, if we look at how LinkedIn is structured, today, 71% of the buyers are Gen Z. And again, on LinkedIn, video works much better than imagery. So if you are trying to enhance your reach through LinkedIn, you have a small business, and you want to promote it through LinkedIn, definitely video is the concept and the way to go forward to. And LinkedIn is a platform where credibility is the real currency, where recommendations, shares, and likes work more than anything else. If somebody has recommended a product or a brand or a company, that works much better. So, yeah. So, which is where you can drive value over vanity by knowing and influencing the audience via right strategy, right content, etc. And then, so that's where you kind of look at staying in front of all your prospects at every stage of the journey, which is via all the social media platforms, all the devices, be it desktop, mobile, both of them. And that's how you kind of ring fence your customers. So with this, that marks the end of the session. And given it was more about creator session, so recently Meta came up with a product, Meta glasses for creators. So I'll just showcase, many of you would have seen it. So this is Meta glasses. Basically, what it helps, it does not have a power like my normal glass. I can't see through everyone. So basically, I'll just do one activity. I'll connect my phone first. So it connects with your device as a creator. It has got a speakers here at the back. I can hear everything if there is a call or any message on my mobile. Now, what it helps as a creator, it helps me create content. Now, this content creation is not just something which is meant for influencers. It is also, and I happened to speak to Luxottica, which is the partner of Meta in this, some Luxottica employee, and they said that doctors are the highest users of this Meta glass. Complex surgeries, they wanted to record it. There was no way. And this helped them do it and helped in training a lot of nurses and paramedics and the medicos as well using these Meta glasses. This is a recent addition. So yeah, so this is one of the innovative product, and I'll end the session with just a prompt to Meta. Hey Meta, click a picture. One sec. Let me just connect it. Yeah, it's connected. So, hey Meta, click a picture. So there is a privacy angle to it as well, where it shows that blink in the camera. So it has also captured the picture. It has come to my Meta app, which I can utilize it to share across multitude of applications which are there, be it WhatsApp, all the Meta platforms. And this is one of the innovative devices which can be used by the creators. So with this, thank you all of you. And thanks for being the patient listeners to the session.
Thank you, sir. It was such an interesting session. So are you with me on this? Was it interesting? All right. So students, now we are moving to the last segment of our event. After that, post-lunch, you will be experiencing the job fair for the very first time at Amity University online. So we will be discussing about that later. But before that, let me tell you about this last segment. So student, this session is very, very important. Why? Because in this fast-paced journey of academics and career building, it is important sometimes to pause, reflect, and take care of yourself. So this is the session about mental wellness, which we all generally ignore. So this session will offer simple yet powerful insights on managing stress, building resilience, and maintaining emotional balance. Because true success is not just about achievement, it's about staying strong, steady, and mentally empowered along the way. To discuss about mental wellness and how you can ensure that, we have an expert with us, Ms. Tanya Kalra. Ms. Tanya Kalra is a mental health professional with over 5 years of experience in therapeutic and psychological settings, working with diverse groups, including adolescents, young adults, couples, and families. She specializes in addressing mood concerns, everyday stress, and eating related issues and addictive patterns affecting overall well being. So please give her a huge round of applause. Ms. Tanya Kalra. Along with her, we have a very worthy colleague of Amity University Online, Dr. Ayushi Pandwal, who will be moderating the session. Please also welcome her on the stage with huge round of applause.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible to the people there also? Great. It's going to be an interactive session. So we will first start with an activity. Okay. All of you, please stand up on your seats. Not on your seats, on your places. Okay. It's going to be a very easy rule. Okay. When I ask you all to clap, you have to stomp. Okay. When I ask you to clap, you're going to stomp. When I say stomp, you're going to clap.
Yeah, so we do have people at the balcony also, and I can see the excitement already there for this mental health session. So, guys, Acha, before Tanya, let's have a quick energy check-in also, right? So we ask you, how's the bar? And you say full bar, right? 3 times. How's the bar? How's the bar? Okay, for the second time, I don't think it's full. How's the bar? How's the bar? For the last time, people sitting at the balcony and also standing. How's the bar? Great. So we have set the tone for the session, Tanya. Let us start with this activity now. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ayushi. Right. So everyone got the instruction? Thumbs up. When I say clap, you stomp. When I say stomp, you clap. Okay? Let's do a few practice round first. Stomp. Clap. Nahi. Just clap. Okay? Don't keep clapping. Okay. Clap. See? Easy rule. Keep that in mind. You have to just do the opposite of what I say. Clap. Stomp. Clap. Stomp. In the stomp one, I can still see some people stomping and clapping on the clap. You have to do the opposite. Okay? We'll start now, and then I will tell you why I did this activity. Okay? This is not practice anymore. We'll start. Stomp. Clap. 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 Stomp. Clap again. Stomp. Stomp. Clap. 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 Stomp. Stomp. Okay. Thank you so much. You can all sit down. Now, how many of you got confused with the rule? How many of you were making mistakes even when the rule was simple enough? Yes. Raise your hands. Right. See? सिर्फ बीच वाले लोग तो नहीं गलती कर रहे थे, और लोग भी कर रहे थे गलती तो. Who all do you think you were making mistakes even when the rule was that simple? That is what stress can do to you. Stress can cause an overload in the brain, and it makes you be able to unfollow even the most simple tasks. Okay? Now, stress का हमारे brain को सिर्फ 2 responses करने आते हैं, fight या flight. ठीक है? Fight मतलब लड़ो, whatever is happening, and flight is भाग जाओ. लेकिन it's very important for us to understand also that stress is not always bad. Stress is of 2 types, eustress, distress. अभी कुछ लोगों के साथ जो हुआ वो eustress था. शायद इस presentation से पहले जो मेरे साथ भी हो रहा था वो eustress था. That is good stress. It helps you motivate. It helps you increase your performance. थोड़ा सा level of stress, थोड़ा सा level of anxiety is very important for all of us to perform better, right? That is good stress. Now, when does eustress turn into distress? Distress hota hai bad stress. वो होता है जिससे हम बहुत ओवरथिंक करने लगते हैं. We start procrastinating everything. करने का मन नहीं कर रहा है, टालते जा रहे हैं. That is bad stress. It paralyzes you from performing the activity that you have to perform. That is when you realize that your brain has gone into overload. छोटा सा instruction भी follow नहीं हो पा रहा है. You start forgetting things. That is distress. Now, we will do another activity which helps us deal with distress and anxiety. ठीक है? उसके लिए you just have to be very aware of your surroundings. You can keep sitting. Nobody has to stand. That activity is called a grounding technique. Grounding technique क्या होता है वो मैं आपको activity के बाद समझाती हूँ. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Okay? Now, 5 things that you can see in your environment. Even the people sitting on top, आप लोगों को ज़्यादा दिख रहा होगा शायद. So, anyone can tell me one thing that you see around. Start by saying anything that you can see around. 5 things I want from everyone in the audience. Okay, chair, light, me, plants, sorry. Okay, mic. What else? So many things. And be loud. मुझे भी नहीं आ रहा है आवाज. Sofa, projector, right? Screen, people, right? So 5-4-3-2-1 में क्या होता है? 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can. पहले 4 पे बताओ. What are 4 things that you can touch right now? Chair, phone, sofa. Huh? Podium. But you cannot touch the podium right now. Okay. So 5 things we can see we've done. 4 things you can touch. 3 things that you can hear. Voice. If not my voice, what else can you hear? Huh? 3 things that you can hear right now if I'm not speaking. Noise, yes. People talking around, noise. जब आप कहीं बाहर होगे तो आपको और बहुत चीजें सुनाई देंगी. Horns honking, cars, probably dogs, birds, anything, right? 2 things that you can smell. 2 things that you can smell. Perfume. What else? You can just smell a perfume right now. If you go out in the corridor, you'll also be able to smell food right now, right? And one thing that you can taste. Okay. So 5-4-3-2-1. Grounding technique क्या होती है? It is when you are very overwhelmed with stress. ये टेक्निक आपको हेल्प करती है वापस प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में आने में. जब आप अपनी सारी सेंसेस को इन्वॉल्व करोगे तो आप वो वापस प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में आओगे एंड यू विल बी एबल टू स्किप द स्पाइरल दैट यू हैव इन योर थॉट. ओके. ग्राउंडिंग टेक्निक हेल्प्स यू ब्रेक दैट साइकिल ऑफ स्ट्रेस एंड एंजाइटी. ये बहुत ही टेम्पररी टेक्निक होती है. ऑफ कोर्स वी विल हैव टू डील विद द स्ट्रेस एंड एंजाइटी लेटर, बट इन द मोमेंट जिससे हम पैरालाइज नहीं हो जाएं, वी हैव टू ब्रिंग आवरसेल्व्स बैक इन द प्रेजेंट, राइट? That is what breathing techniques, this 5-4-3-2-1 does to you. Now, मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा theory बता दिया है. Tell me what we were doing. 5 things that you can. Okay. 4 things that. 3. Loud. Okay. 2. And 1. Okay. 1 taste वाला तो हमने किया ही नहीं था. What is one thing that you can taste? You can taste water. I mean, sure. Whenever you're somewhere outside, whenever you're somewhere in an external environment, आपको और भी बहुत स्टिम्युलस मिलेंगे इस चीज को कर पाने के. यहाँ पे हम एक बहुत कंट्रोल्ड एनवायरनमेंट में हैं. यहाँ पे ज्यादा तेज सिर्फ मेरी आवाज है, कुछ भी बाहर का स्टिम्युलस नहीं है, which is why this activity seems a little difficult right now. But when you do it in an external environment, it's not that difficult. Whenever stress and anxiety get too much to handle on my own is when experts enter the conversation, is when professionals come to help, right? बहुत ज्यादा स्टिग्मा होता है इस चीज का कि हम किसी से क्यों बात करें, वो मेरी प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे. कोई आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं करेगा यहाँ पर. आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व आप खुद ही करोगे. हम आपको रिसोर्सेज देंगे, हम आपको वो कॉन्फिडेंस देंगे जिसकी वजह से आप अपनी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर पाओगे, राइट? Once we make you feel equipped enough to deal with any problem, any stress, any anxiety that comes your way, you will feel more confident in yourself. We also have a mental wellness stall outside. When all of you come outside, we'll be able to explain you better with activities and everything. But one very realistic thing is कि stress और anxiety को जिंदगी से बिल्कुल हटा नहीं सकते हैं, वो रहेगा. What we have to learn is we have to learn to deal with it. You cannot eliminate it from life. It's always going to be there at every step of life. चाहे आप student हो, चाहे आप working adult हो, कुछ भी हो. There is no way that you can escape stress and anxiety in your life. Having said that, it does not have to cripple you. You can work with it throughout life. Okay? When I say that, when I say we come to the rescue, the only thing is you will have to come to us. एक बार वो स्टिग्मा, एक बार वो जजमेंट को दिमाग से निकाल कर किसी प्रोफेशनल से बात करने में कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती, right? Once you come our way, you will be able to understand how much this helps, how much talking to an expert, talking to a professional will help you. Okay? This is it from my side. You can come outside and visit our stall. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we have our wellness helpline service, and that is 24/7 available for telephonic conversation, chats, and video calls, right? That space is safe and accountable only exclusively for our Amity University online learners, right? So I'm sure Ms. Tania have already guided you regarding that. And if there's anything we want to share, if there is anything you want to tell us, you know, we can have certain questions from the learners itself.
Any questions that any of you have? Any questions? Hanji. How to deal with brain fog? Brain fog, confusion, all of this is also caused by stress. बहुत ज़्यादा stress होने से भी आपकी ability नहीं decrease होती है, your clarity decreases. So what you need to do is, your first step has to be to declutter. Declutter से क्या मतलब है? जब आप 100 चीजों के बारे में एक बार में सोचोगे, it is going to increase stress and distress. You stress नहीं आएगा उस situation में. What you have to do is start hierarchically positioning what things you need to focus on. ठीक है? हम बहुत कम इंपॉर्टेंस देते हैं इन चीजों को कि लिस्ट कैसे, लिस्ट नहीं बनानी, कोई फायदा नहीं है उस चीज का. When you make a list, you're able to form your thoughts better, you're able to organize the problem better. उसकी तरफ से your confusion will help, it will get down. Okay? So what I mean by decluttering is organizing your thoughts, organizing what the problems are, and मुझे पहले किसके साथ डील करना है, कौन सी प्रॉब्लम अभी के लिए वेट कर सकती है. Okay?
Yeah, so we can also.
मैम जो अनवांटेड स्ट्रेस हमें होता है उससे कैसे डील किया जाता है?
आप कहाँ पे हो?
I am there.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Can you please repeat?
मैम अनवांटेड स्ट्रेस जो होता है उससे कैसे डील किया जाए?
Unwanted stress.
Yes, ma'am, without any reason.
Yeah, so how to deal with unwanted stress?
See, again, life is not easy. There is going to be unwanted stress, right? You will have to find out what is the source of my stress. अगर आप देखो, अगर वो unwanted भी है, if you go to the root of it, there is going to be a source. हमको वो source ढूंढ के उसको solve करना है. Okay? ठीक है. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone who has any more questions? या अभी नहीं पूछने हैं, you can come out and also talk to us. Yes. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
इमेजिनेशन से कैसे डील किया जाएगा?
इमेजिनेशन है या डे ड्रीमिंग है?
नहीं, इमेज जैसे कि many people are imagining something like what they are try to do like in examination. So I want to know how to deal with the imagination.
Okay. देखो, imagination is also a sign of creativity. So if you look at it like that, it is also a positive trait that you can have, right? हमें ये डील करना है कि हमें उसको स्टॉप कैसे करना है. Is it coming in between some very other important task जिसकी वजह से मेरी efficiency, जिसकी वजह से मेरी performance कम हो रही है? उसमें भी हम ये grounding technique help कर सकते हैं, which will help you break that imagination cycle. Okay? और भी बहुत सारी टेक्निक्स होती हैं ग्राउंडिंग के लिए. ये 5 4 3 2 1 was just an example. There are a lot of other grounding techniques also. I'll tell you more about it when you come outside, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अभी नहीं हो पाएगा. Apart from that, it is very important to momentarily be able to focus and to momentarily be able to bring back your concentration, especially एक exam situation में, right? So I'll tell you more about grounding techniques when you come there. Yes. How can you increase focus? That is not the most short-term solution. Abhi filhal, one more thing that I've seen very commonly is हमारा focus कम हो जाता है because of the kind of content we consume. If you look at reels, 30 seconds में इतनी सारी information लेने की आदत हो गई है that we've stopped watching long format videos, right? When you're able to sustain your focus on anything, चाहे वो book पढ़ना हो, चाहे वो video देखना हो, that also helps you sustain it in other activities, right? I am not saying कि YouTube देख के ही अपना focus बढ़ाओ. There are other activities also to help you do that. लेकिन try to not consume very quick content. That is one tip that I can give you right now.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students. Students, we understand this is a very, very important topic and you have so many questions. So we have this mental wellness stall outside and ma'am will be there to discuss with you and take up all the queries you have. So please, can we have a huge round of applause for ma'am? Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your insights. And there's a job fair for the students and our students were really nervous. So your inputs will come handy for them. Thank you so much. Ma'am, you have done so much and we want to appreciate your efforts. To do the honors, I would like to call on stage our respected director, ma'am, Ms. Monica Agarwal, to please appreciate Ms. Tanya Kalra. Once again, can we have a huge round of applause? It was such a wonderful session, interesting. And this topic is very, very important. You should not ignore your mental health. Take care of yourself. Keep asking yourself, how are you? Thank you, ma'am. So now it's time for a special moment. Now you will have a group picture with the entire team of Amity University online. So I request all the teachers, all the team members to please join us for a group picture with our lovely students. Are you excited for the group picture? So students, before we disperse for lunch, there is a very important announcements for all of you. You know about the job fair and you know the venue. This is right opposite this block. That is F2 block. And you have to register yourself for this job fair. And the companies you have applied, this is the room numbers.
You can take a screenshot if you wish, in order to avoid any confusion.
Make
last minute.
sure you are ready for your job interview. Your resume is with you. You are properly ready.
And also, please fill the feedback form, scan the QR. Your feedback is very important for us. Can we have the feedback QR on screen? Please scan this.
No excuse for internet connectivity. Please fill the feedback form.
Faculties, please come on stage for a group picture. Faculty, please.
Students, report back on time in F2 block. Be there on time. Don't be late for your interviews.
Yes.
All the best, everyone, and we'll meet you there.
No.